All right, so today I am going to show you guys how to make a poutine burger. Oh my God, these are so fantastic. We absolutely love these, and it's been a while since I've made them. So, being from Canada, we absolutely love poutines, and I couldn't even tell you where we ever had one of these burgers, but we have been making them for years now, and I love them. My husband loves them. Anybody I make them for loves them, especially if you love poutines. You know, I can't say enough about it. It is so good. So, it is one of the easiest burgers that you will probably ever make for something that's really flavorful. It's only like 3 ingredients in it. Cheese curds right now are really expensive to get here. So I am using another type of cheese that is similar in texture, and I've used it before to make poutines, and it tastes pretty much the same. So let's get cooking because I am dying to dig into this burger.
All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is chop up the cheese. So because I don't have cheese curds, I'm using an alternative. It's a Mexican cheese called Oaxaca, and it's almost exactly the same texture as a cheese curd, only without the squeakiness that comes with cheese curds when they're super fresh. So I'm just gonna chop this all up. I'm gonna start by only chopping up maybe half of it and see how much more of it I need. Next, I'm gonna grab a bowl and I'm gonna put my hamburger in it, and I'm just gonna break up the hamburger so that it's all loose and crumbly. Now I'm gonna add the flavoring to the hamburger. So I'm using St. Hubert's poutine gravy. This is something we get in Canada. Whenever I want it, I have to drive up across the border to buy it. So I'm gonna add probably 3/4 of the package into the hamburger and keep 1/4 of it and set it aside to sprinkle on top of the patties once they're made. Next, I'm gonna add the cheese that I just chopped up, or your cheese curds, and when I go to mix this, I want to mix it so it's well combined, but I don't want to mix it and squish the hamburger. I'm not sure how to explain that. You want to keep the hamburger as loose as possible so that it has that, it doesn't turn to cardboard when you cook it. I don't know how else to say that. The looser you leave the hamburger rather than packing it into really, stiff patties will make it juicier and give it a better cook. So I'm trying to very gently mix everything in. Okay, so once you have your hamburger mixed in with your gravy and your cheese, you're going to form it into a couple of patties. I have enough to make 4 patties, so I'm just very gently going to form them into patty shapes and squish the cheese in a little bit more. I'm trying not to overpack it or, overwork it. So make however many patties you can out of your ground beef. The last step before cooking these patties is to take the rest of that packet of gravy and you're going to sprinkle it over both sides of the patties and just give it a bit of a coating. Alright, so it's too cold outside for me to go out and use the barbecue to make these, and besides, last time I used the barbecue, it all went up into flames. So I am using a pan inside. I'm spraying a little bit of avocado oil on my pan, and then I'm going to cook the burgers. I'm going to cover them to help cook them a little faster, and I'm going to keep a good eye on these because the cheese will melt out of the burgers and kind of burn on the pan. It also does that on the barbecue, but at least in the pan it gives it a nice crispy cheesy outside edge. While the burgers are cooking, oh my gosh, look at that cheesy crust. Delicious. So delicious. Anyway, while the burgers are cooking, I took a second packet of gravy and I'm making it according to what the package says so that I have gravy to pour on top of this burger when it's ready. these burgers are almost done. So I'm gonna top it with a little bit more cheese, and I'm just gonna let it melt a little bit. I still want the cheese kind of hard, but I want it a little melty. I know it doesn't make sense. Anyway, you get it. You'll get it when you try making these. All right, this is the part where the magic happens. All the perfection. So I took my bun, I heated it up for about 10 seconds, just so that it's warm. I'm gonna add my burger, and then that pot of gravy I made, I'm gonna take probably 2 spoonfuls of it and put it all over the top of it. You put the top of the bun back on and drool for a few minutes and then eat it. It's amazing.
Guys, what did I tell you? Super easy today, right? This burger is so simple, but it is packed full of flavor and it tastes just like poutine. So it is fantastic, it's easy to make, and I know I didn't make it on the barbecue, but come on, last time I used the barbecue, everything went up in flames. So I made it on the stove. Sometimes I like it better on a stove. Anyway, this looks amazing. It's cheesy, it's got gravy everywhere. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Oh my god, I just love it. I lost my towel. So, this is an easy burger. Give it a try, because I'm sure once you try it, you're gonna fall in love and want to make it all the time. So that's it for today. It was a very easy video recipe. Thank you so much for watching. You know what to do, hit all those buttons. And my next one, you know what, I think I'm gonna try doing something sweet again. I feel like it's been a little while since I've done anything sweet, and I have a surprise coming, something I've been working on, and I will tell you all about it in my next video. Okay, so that's it today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next recipe.